So now we've mastered the 4 pillars of basic programming. So think about it. You know how to store information using variables and data types, get information from the user with input, and then process information using math operators, display information beautifully with f-string and string methods. So today, it's a special day. We're not learning a single new concept. Instead, we're going to act like a real software developers. So we're going to take everything we've learned so far, combine it all, and build our first complete tool from start to finish. Our first mini project is the simple tip calculator. So the plan, before a builder lays a brick, they look at a blueprint. Before a programmer writes a single line of code, they make a plan. So now we need to outline the steps for our program that our program must take. All right, I'm just gonna put it somewhere here. Our program must create a user. A friendly welcome is always nice, and then ask for the total bill amount, and then ask for the tip percentage they like to give, and then ask how many people are splitting the bill, because sometimes you split the bill, right? If you and your friends, you're going out to a restaurant, and then you will split the bill, pay 50%, and then our program will calculate the total amount, the bill plus the tip, and then calculate the amount per person, and then display the final result to the user. That's it. It's a clear 7-step plan. Now let's turn this plan into code. Let's just call it tip calculator. Tip calculator.py. So the easy part is, number one is to create the user. So this is the easy part. It's a simple print statement. So print welcome to the simple tip calculator. And then step 2, 3, and 4, we need to get the inputs. We need to ask 3 questions. What was the total bill? And then number 2, the percentage is best handled as a whole number. So we're gonna use an integer. And then the third thing is the number of people so it must be in a whole number as well. Number of people. So it must be what? It must be the integer as well. And then how many people are splitting the bill. So you see now, look at that. We've already combined 3 of our core skills. Now we need to calculate the total amount. First, we need to calculate the tip. So if the user enters 15, so that's 15%, which is the same as 15 divided by 100. Okay, then we add that to the bill. So the first thing here is to calculate the tip. For example, what I'm saying here, we can say if it's 15%, it becomes 1.15. Okay, so we can just say tip, and then we're gonna calculate the final bill amount. You see that logic? Instead of calculating the tip and then adding it, we can create a multiplier. So multiplying by 1.15 is the same as adding a 15% tip. So it's neat little math trick that you can actually do. And then the next thing, we need to calculate the amount per person. Again, this is a simple division. So we can just say amount per person is final bill divided by number of people. And then finally we display the results. So that now for the grand finale, so we're going to use the f string to show the user the answer. Let's run our program and see what happens. So we will just run our program tip calculator .py. So first there's a message, welcome to the simple tip calculator, and then so now the bill will be 550. Let's make 550, and then the tip is 15%, and then the percentage will be 15%, and then now how many people are sitting in the table, how many people are splitting that bill. Let's say it's the 4 people, and then now each person should pay 158 rand and 25 and 12 cents. So it takes now if you look at it, wait a minute, 158 125 or 125, we can't pay that. Our currency only goes to 2 decimal places. We need to round our results. Likely Python has a built-in function for that is called round. So it takes 2 arguments, so the number that you want to round and the number of decimal places you want to round it to. So now what we can do here, we can just create a new variable and say final amount, then we'll call round and amount per person. The bill was 550, and then 15%, and then 4 people, and then we can see now that each person should pay 158 rand and 12 cents. But what if the bill was 150 with a 10% tip split to 4 people? The result will be 41 rand 25. But if it was 150 and then 10% tip split between 2 people, the result will be 85 rand and 50 cents. Our code will print 82 and 50, which is not. Let's actually do it. If let's say our bill is 150 and then it's split, and then it's 10%, and then it's split to 2 people, then you see it says 82 and 5, which is not good. Now there is a professional trick that we can do. We need that 0 there. We need that 0 there. It must be 50 cents. Let me show you a professional formatting trick. You can add a format specifier inside the f string to guarantee 2 decimal places. So here we could say, so the 2f tells the f string to format the number as a float with exactly 2 decimal places. So we must see that is 82 rand 50. Okay, so if we run this again, 150, 10%, 2 people, then now we can see that it's 82 rand 50. Alright, so this is more robust way to handle currency. So no matter what, our output will always look like a proper price, okay, if you do that. So we built a complete useful tool today, and then in our next lesson we'll enter a whole new dimension of coding. So we'll learn how to make our programs make decisions using if and else statement. So just get ready for your code to come alive.